Corning and AT&T announcing a multi-year agreement to expand fiber and cable networks to more Americans. It's a more than $1 billion deal, and it comes as Corning reported better than expected earnings and positive guidance for the quarter. Joining us right now is Wendell Weeks. He's Corning CEO. And Wendell, thanks for coming in on set.
Always a pleasure.
Let's talk a little bit about this. And maybe we start with the earnings first, because in the earnings, it lays out the huge growth you're seeing, in large part because of AI spending and what's been happening. And when you were here in July, you talked a lot about how the fiber that Corning makes is really important for what you're doing in terms of transmitting so much data. You have laid out some really aggressive goals. I think you said enterprise growth, you wanted to see compound annual growth of at least 25% through 2027, but you've been kind of knocking that out of the park. This week, you reported growth in that business of more than 55%. What's happening? What's the demand picture that you're seeing?
Well, what's driving our demand is to do Gen AI, you need to connect the GPUs, each one to each other in these large GPU clusters, and you connect them with fiber. And it takes around 10 times more fiber in a Gen AI-enabled data center than it would in a traditional data center. So as the world's technology and market leader in this technology, it gives us great opportunity not only to grow, but to innovate. And that's what we're doing. And what's driving our outperformance is the really strong adoption of our new Gen AI products.
You rolled these out in June. You were here in July talking about some of these things. There is some big money that's being spent on these things, most of it coming from major companies that are doing this along the way. How are you keeping up with demand right now?
Well, we were able to, over the previous years, to build both the technology capability and the capacity. We saw the potential for these products, so we already have the assets in place. And that's what's leading to the really strong incremental performance. Since we already have the capacity and technical capabilities in place, and the cost was already in our financials, when the revenue shows up, we develop very, very strong positive incrementals. That's why you see EPS growing twice as fast as sales.
I mean, that's a similar story to what we've heard with NVIDIA. Jensen Huang was building that for over a decade or longer. And then when the demand was there, he was able to keep up with it. You've been doing this job at Corning for over 20 years. This year has been phenomenal. Over the last year, the stock's up 83%. This year to date, up 60%. What would you compare this to in what you've seen over your more than 2 decades at this company? Or what you just see in the business overall?
Well, if you can get positioned behind the right secular trends, you can have super powerful growth cycles. And what we're seeing right now is a convergence of both cyclical and secular trends is what's driving our growth. Gen AI is clearly a secular trend, but it's not the only one we're seeing. And so if you patiently invest, build the right innovations, do the right thing, get the right products, when you hit the trend right, you can have a very, very good set of years. And that's what we're aiming at. We're only 3 quarters into a 3-year growth plan, and I'm delighted with the start.
Where's all this stuff manufactured?
It depends on the piece,
right,
but the bulk of it is manufactured in the United States. The 2 largest and lowest
cost... That's where I was going with this, because we're going to have big questions about tariffs coming up, maybe, depending
on
what
the 2 largest and lowest cost fiber factories in the world are in North Carolina, and we own them both.
And can I say one other question, which is, when you look at like a pie chart of what you think the business looks like 3, 5 years out, given the AI piece of it, how much of it is still laying sort of legacy or old school fiber in the ground, right? I mean, or manufacturing fiber for that purpose, versus the connectivity piece in the AI world?
It's a great question. We're already seeing this change in mix. It used to be about a quarter of our business was for data centers. Right. In our optical segment. This last quarter, it grew to 40%, and we're seeing it just continue to accelerate. The next milestone you'll see is connecting the data centers to each other. And we just recently had this announcement with Lumen Technologies, which is all about that. Since these GPU clusters are power hungry, they may need to separate them between data centers, creating a new market to connect the Gen AI-enabled data centers to each other. And that has taken yet another new innovation for us, and we expect that to start coming into our revenues next year.
That sounds like a lot of fiber that would be required to connect one data center to the next. I mean, Steve Leisman was just here talking about $90 billion in energy and data centers investments being announced today by KKR and Elon Musk. I mean, that sounds like miles of fiber that you're talking about, too.
Yes, and the good news is we make a lot of fiber. So we're going to be able to step up in this market and continue our leadership position. And that adds another spring to our springboard plan. And that'll start next year. And we expect that to continue to gather momentum.
What's the deal you announced this week with AT&T? $1 billion over how much time to do what?
AT&T's a partner of ours for decades, both in technology and markets. And they're a leader in connecting you and you directly to fiber. And so what this is about is to take our new fiber to the home offerings and connect more and more people into super high bandwidth internet connections.
How concerned are you long term about the disruption of that business by either satellites, so thinking of what SpaceX is doing or Amazon is doing with Kuiper in terms of high speed to the home, or fixed line wireless to the home?
Well, I'm a big fan of satellite, and I know a lot about Amazon. I'm on their board. So that has an important piece of the overall communications puzzle, but it's just physics. You can't compete with fiber. In a single fiber pair, you could connect every human to every other human if you get them all in the same place, to have a simultaneous voice conversation in just one fiber pair. So satellite has far less capacity. So it's really important part of the mix. It makes it easier to connect people that are far apart from each other in underserved areas, but physics wins.